Hi, welcome to Crew News. We will get you our company developing news. I am BTS Sivakumar. These are the headlines. Chennai Radha Engineering Works conducted 14th Managers Meet at Puri, Odisha State.
The 14th Managers Meet got conducted on 23rd and 24th March 2019 at Hotel Om Leisure in Puri, Odisha, in which our resident managers from all over India assembled with an aim to observe various new systems and processes devised by our management to deploy them into effect from 1st April 2019 as a part of the new financial year's initiative. The hosting team delivered a wholehearted note of gratitude to our beloved founder chairman, Mr. S. Venkatesan, for his enchanting blessings. They further extended their gratefulness for the inspiration extended by our Managing Director, Mr. V. R. Sendilkumar. The lead team extended their gratitude to our beloved directors, Mrs. V. Radha Selvi, Mrs. V. Batmavati, and Mr. V. R. Ramu for their continued support and guidance in all aspects of performance and growth. The host of the program, Mr. A. Ramesh, Resident Manager of our Paradip Port site, invited our Director, Mr. V. R. Ramu with bouquet, and a great applause of our executives had expressed their pleasure to be a part of this great occasion. In turn, our director, Mr. V. R. Ramu, invited Mr. Sureka, a motivational speaker who had joined the occasion on 23rd March 2019 to motivate the participants on the ownership and leadership aspects of site management. Further, Mr. T. Vishwanath, Regional Manager, and Mr. A. Ramesh jointly invited the senior officials of our Mines Division, Mr. C. M. Sendilnathan, Mr. Vimal, Mr. Kutralalingam, and Mr. K. P. Sendilkumar, and the national heads, Mr. V. Sendilnathan, Mr. V. Ravi, Mr. G. Jayavel, Mr. P. Kannan, Mr. Arun Nahak, Mr. Satyanarayanan, SMEG Head, Mr. N. Kalyanasundaram, and all site resident managers for their great presence at the occasion. The audience exhibited an extraordinary energy by clapping continuously while welcoming the operational leaders. The training session. The session was handed over to Mr. Sureka to start the motivation sessions of the day. He took a tag called LEAD as the collective abbreviation of 4 important attributes like leveling up by learning, engaging downline, adapting changes, and developing ownership. He executed the entire program on the side primary framework and demonstrated the motivation sessions with relevant examples, activities, and its conclusion to map every tagline. E-surveys were taken at the closure of each session through the participant's mobile phone to enable the trainer to establish a balance and clarity on the subsequent sessions. He appreciated crew team for having used technology in an effective way to explore feedbacks in digital form. During the post-lunch session on 23rd March 2019, the motivation theme got concluded with great applause from our participant side. Our director, Mr. V. R. Ramu, expressed his strong appreciation to Mr. Sureka for his valuable contribution and lead role for the whole day. As a token of acknowledgement, Mr. Sureka expressed his sincere thanks to our crew management as well as to all participants for their dynamic listening and patience throughout the day. The post-tea session continued as an internal meeting. The key areas of remaining agenda planned for 24th March 2019 got briefly explained by our General Manager, Mr. S. Muthukumar. He claimed that 14th Managers Meet will be instrumental in making them understand their assigned role and responsibilities, mutual expectations, new tools, and approach planned from 1st April 2019. The participants could visualize the basics of pass card system and its relevance with the challenge trophy model as two core driving mechanisms in the proposed O&M delivery excellence. Further, he explored the roadmap and milestones crossed by our organization in the O&M systems for the past 9 years. The phased improvement in the O&M practices presented created a pride to the audience as they could see the amazing footprints collectively. The session effectively connected the sustained contribution of national heads in the overall result in terms of people, technical, standards, client relationship and management aspects in these years in association with SMICs and RMs. The ultimate appreciation. As a final touch of the session, our national heads, the champions of implementation crew O&M practice journey, were appreciated. Our director, Mr. V.R. Ramu, congratulated our national heads team for their sustained effort on crew practices. He congratulated the role of safety and canteen departments and conveyed that both national heads should continue their roles to meet out the demands of sustainability. Our director further established the needs of utilizing the technical national heads into newer areas of implementation as they proved themselves as very good change masters. The claps of all took some time to settle down as the occasion rise as the unique platform to recognize the national head teams who really had contributed to the core. Dinner gathering. Most memorable moments. The day one got closed formally with raised momentum and the event accounted a dinner gathering where the pride and pleasures were celebrated in the grand evening at Om Leisure Resort, Puri with most memorable moments. The day 2 of the 14th Managers Meet got started with greatest momentum after giving a brief on the previous day's program. The hall got filled with non-stop applauses while the event host Mr. A. Ramesh invited our Managing Director Mr. V.R. Sendil Kumar, who joined to observe the day and to motivate our RMs on their proposed approach. As a part of representing a consolidated view, the lead team presented the summary of day 1 at the end of the session. National heads were appreciated by our MD sir with his strong keynote in the backdrop of continued applauses of our executives gathered.
Taken lot of effort and sleepless night without which they cannot able to achieve this much travel, and indirectly it is good for the organization and they are taking as a passion to work. This is what we are from the day one I am telling you till RM people has to take on their shoulder, then they can focus in the other area and it is good for you and you will be also get promoted. Thank you very much. Once again my sincere thanks to national heads.
The day further witnessed a collective listening as our director Mr. V.R. Ramu and General Manager S. Muthukumar started a joint presentation to exhibit the support and contribution extended by our RMs. The session got a thoughtful rhythm when our director Mr. V.R. Ramu declared that our national heads will be utilized to new assignments in terms of technical ground. He also strongly updated the RMs about the complete ownership demanded from their end, as no longer national heads support will be extended, as the main purpose of national heads in the system is to educate, implement and to sustain the CDP practices. The lead team insisted the RMs to be more independent in technical and operational front by all means. It was conveyed to our RMs that there will be set of corporate relation managers in the operations team to extend the support in day-to-day operations. As an ultimate touch in the session, our director strongly explored that zero complaint from our clients, nullified penalties and demurrages, zero attrition and finest care on people are the real benchmarks, and hence the same are highly expected by our Honorable Chairman beyond our CDP practices in the ground. He also closely established that ensuring these factors is the ultimate object of the 14th Managers Meet, which in turn will be taken under the proposed pass card and trophy system from 1st April 2019. Further to the above, our director demanded our RMs to exhibit better commitment in terms of non-deviation of SOPs, timely and neutral actions, sustained efforts for people development and next level sustainability in all the practices throughout the established crew culture as a core platform. He also confirmed that there will be a tech expert panel to support them in addition to the proposed token system with escalation provision from management as an extended support to sort out site level queries by providing specific priority with defined TAT. He conveyed that multi-point VC will be utilized as a part of establishing better depth in the performance reviewing system. As a part of concluding touch, our director explained the merits of ownership's attitude to our RMs. He claimed that such a real ownership will give them a feel of job satisfaction, sense of fulfillment, improved learning, personality development, better situation handling skills, thereby resulting in a transformed individual with refined accountabilities and positive attitude. The session by the lead team established the core importance of CDP marks, survey methods, and field audit systems as three important measures to carry 90-degree observations each. It was explained that the final 90-degree measure will be taken from the critical performance measure under the segment of PAR excellence in a detailed approach. It was concluded that all the said 90-degree performance in 4 dimensions will constitute pass card performance in a 360-degree approach. In the above, the survey mechanism and its derived sample results executed from peer group survey, director search survey, and client feedback survey were clearly narrated with designed approaches and its relevant calculation in the pass card. The exemption of client's feedback in the marking system was explained that it is accounted as a support tool only. The key metrics and its execution methods with its quarterly frequency on field audit system were also clearly explained by the lead team to our site RMs in order to make them understand the seriousness to map their CDP data with ground reality. Finally, the lead team explained that the entire pass card system is the base of Challenger Trophy with its quarterly execution across sites. The detailed terms of trophy was clearly exhibited to the audience so as to make them realize the demanded attitude of taking up the trophy in terms of constructive platform rather than viewing it in any other aspect. As a part of expressing their understanding level in ownership aspects as well as trophy measures, our RMs were given interactive slot where each of them clearly expressed their views and clarifications on the established inputs of various tools, change of ownership, pass card, and trophy system in a collective way. The session got concluded by a case study method under a module called Reactive and Responsive, which served a platform to educate the way of taking up all the inputs into action-centric lifestyle with better accountability. The post-lunch session of day 2 got extraordinary momentum as MD Sir shared his views to our RM team members for the new assigned roles and responsibilities. He expressed his experiences and insisted them to be strong technically to handle situation effectively. He also conveyed the gathering that the requirements forwarded by each RM have been sorted out and confirmed that they will get the relevant solution details through individual mails to each of them. As a concluding touch, MD Sir shared his wishes and appreciations to all RMs, senior minds team, national heads and SMIC team members for their collective effort to make the entire system successful. He also extended his wishes to Interlace team for the relevant effort in this regard. Our director Mr. V.R. Ramo extended his full-hearted gratitude to our chairman Sir, MD Sir and to our directors for the sustained support and motivation extended by them in the overall performance excellence. He expressed his sincere wishes to our Interlace team for their effective contribution on MIS token system, VC and survey app which are in development and phased implementation stages accordingly. He also expressed his sincere thanks to all senior team from Minds, HO technical panel, national heads, RMs and SMIC team for their sincere contribution in every aspect of O&M excellence in the cruise success story. As a concluding touch of the Grand 14th Managers Meet, the thanks note got delivered by the lead team in terms of establishing the gratitude to the host team under Mr. A. Ramesh from Paradip Port and everyone contributed in the event with the relevant contributions in the entire occasion. The gathering exhibited non-stop applause for a while after the successful completion of thanks note as it was the final memorable moments of the 14th Managers Meet. By and large, our RMs carried strong motivation and finest clarity to create further benchmarks in the days to come on the closure of the 14th Managers Meet.
These are the end from me and my team. Subscribe Crew Media Room at YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.